This is your English exercise for today, so I'm just going to go through it with you. And it's on page 144, and it's about these guys here called homophones. Now, homophones are words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings. Okay, so if we look at the example here, it gives us an octopus has 8 legs and the boy ate his breakfast. Now we're using the word ate, and if you just hear the word ate, it sounds the exact same, but you have to use the number 8 when describing how many legs there are, and you have to use the verb ate when you're talking about having eaten your breakfast. So what they want you to do is write these sentences out, and when you get to the choice here, make sure to pick the correct one. So I'll do 2 of them for you and I'll let you do the rest. So make a hole in one of the lids with an awl. Now, one of, that's talking about the number 1, so it's O-N-E. 1 here would be if you won something in a competition. And a thing that you use to pierce a hole in something is called an awl. That's A-W-L. I think that was one of the words you had at the start of the week to put into the dictionary. It's an awl. A carpenter would use an awl to make marks on wood before he cuts it. Number 2, and this is one where the homophone has 3 words that sound the same. There, and there. So they're playing football over there. Now, there is, in this case, it's they are playing football, and they are is shortened down to there, T-H-E-Y apostrophe or E. So they're playing football over, and if it's talking about a place or a direction, it's T-H-E or E. T-H-E-I-O-R is when something belongs to somebody. So they're playing football over there. So I'm going to let you try the rest of those there. On the second part, you have to write these sentences replacing the incorrect words with the correct homophones. So, the ewe just had 2 baby lambs. Okay, now a female sheep is called a ewe. E-W-E. The ewe just had now 2 baby lambs. We're not talking about T-O-O here. We're talking about the number 2, so that should be T-W-O. So the ewe just had 2 baby lambs. You're changing this U to E-W-E, and you're changing this 2 to T-W-O. Number 2, the steak in this restaurant is great. Now, steak that you eat in a restaurant is S-T-E-A-K. Okay. And this steak here is like a wooden stake that you'd hammer into the ground. And if it tastes great, that's G-R-E-A-T. And a grate here is something that you'd find in a fireplace to hold the ashes. Great and great. So try the rest of them here. If you get really stuck on them, just leave the part of the sentence blank and I'll try and fill it in for you in my corrections. But try and get them, you should be able to figure out most of them. And if you really feel like doing some extra today, you can write a homophone for each of these words. So steal, that's like to steal something from a shop. But there's also the metal, S-T-E-E-L would be an example there. And all of these words have other words that sound the same but are spelled differently. So if you can try and come up for one with another one for those, that'd be great. Okay, so best of luck with that, guys.